Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Happy, Tuesday? Shout out to all the boomers out here in the trenches as Bitcoin takes a little pullback here, but we're still well above 11K. The last time I checked today, I want to talk about DeFi farms. I want to talk about zero impermanent loss DeFi farms. If you've been into the farm game, if you've been harvesting out there, shout out to all my farmers, okay? You know that there is a risk with DeFi farming when it comes to impermanent loss. If one of the assets in your pair that you're farming, the ones that you're providing liquidity for, if any of them change in price, you could have some impermanent loss. And again, it's impermanent because it could come back. I mean, the price could change and you could get back to where you were or not, depending. And I'm going to show you guys the calculator. But I want to go over some farms that promise zero impermanent loss. We came across a few of them already. And it's interesting that CoinMarketCap now is listing them quite differently than CoinGecko is. And I want to go over them according to what CoinMarketCap's talking about. Some like Harvests, we'll be talking about Sun, Bankroll, we'll talk about more. So drop a comment here in the population of the chat box. We'll be going over the zero impermanent loss. Maybe I'll even jump into another farm. Why not? I know I've kind of been sitting quiet on the Ether front because, you know, Ether, the fees are too damn high. But, you know, we'll give it a whirl maybe. Shout out to IllCryptmatic. Shout out to Athlete over there on DLive. Make sure you're touching the buttons, the like, the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding. Make sure you're tuned in every single day here to the good crypto word. Let's go ahead and pull up these charts, and you can see the price of Bitcoin pulling back now after topping off earlier at 11,561. We're currently at 11,431. So, you know, that's what it is. We're in the pocket above 11K, and that's good, if you ask me. Shout out to Mr. Westino. I see you over there on DLive. I'm multi-streaming using Restream.io to both YouTube and DLive. If you're a live streamer, make sure you use this service so you can push your stream to multiple platforms. And if you're over there on YouTube, don't give all the sauce to YouTube. Come on over to a different platform, DLive. I pass out the lemons. We make lemonade. We share funny memes and more. Kaboom. Check me out, dlive.tv/champagne crypto. There's a link in the description. I'm over here with Mr. Westino right now and a few others. And shout out to Crystozilla for the ice creams. Anyhow, let's go ahead and run down the prices of the cryptos, and then we'll talk about some of these impermanent loss DeFi farms. Because this impermanent loss is another variable that needs to be considered when getting into this DeFi thing. Not only impermanent loss, but you also got to consider fees. You know, the fees that it costs to get in, because, you know, you got to perform several operations before getting into a farm. You got to approve the spend. You got to, you got to swap the token. You got to add the liquidity. Boom. Easily, it could be 2 to 3 steps, and they could be anywhere from $1 to $15 a step. So, we'll get to it. Let's run down the prices here. Bitcoin there at 11,429. Am I at the latest information here? Let me hit refresh. Drop a comment and let me know that you read me out there, boomers. Bitcoin there at 11,429. Ether at 381. Ripple at 25 cents. Ether's doing good this week, up 8%, up 3% in the past 24. You got Bitcoin up 6% in the past 7 days, 1% in the past 24. And look, as long as the legacy markets stay green, I think it's positive for just about everything. Ripple there at 25 cents. Bitcoin Cash there at 244. Binance at 30.66. Chainlink 11.30. Is there anything really popping out at us? Cardano doing good this week, up 13%, up 6% in the past 24, back at 11 cents. Litecoin, Litecoin there at $49. What am I going to say about Litecoin? Crypto.com there at 14 cents. EOS at 263. After that talk about the Google partnership, them becoming block producers, I thought I would have guessed that announcement could have caused more of a price shift, but you can see here in the chart, yeah, it moved it, but then now it's kind of trading sideways. So let's see, Monero there at 124. And if you're just tuning in, it's the voice of the blockchain, your favorite YouTubers and DLive streamers' favorite live streamer here with the daily kapump. And before we were booming before boomers became boomers as a meme age-wise. I'm talking about Bitcoin booming. And today I want to talk about booming on DeFi farms with zero impermanent loss. You could check out the farms here and the APYs on CoinGecko. I've been using CoinGecko for the pricing and for the DeFi farm list or whatnot after using CoinMarketCap for so many years. But, you know, recently CoinMarketCap has upped their game and they've responded to the competition, and we're going to take a peek at there in just a moment. You can see over here top yield farming pools by value locked. You got most of them there on Uniswap. Then you got the Sun token is moving. And, you know, this is one that is audited, apparently, okay, unlike some of the ones on Uniswap. And this one offers zero impermanent loss because there is no pair. You're just staking with TRX. So something to consider, Sun token. We were doing that for a while, and then we rolled it over into Banker. And then right now we're not doing it, but we're still on TRON heavy, guys. I don't know why so many people hate on TRON, but it's moving and it's working. Okay, a lot faster than Ether, and that's 1,000% true. Okay, you know, and that's the facts, Jack. And you see Aave, I believe that they're offering zero impermanent loss too. 3 audits on Aave. So this tells you what's audited. I mean, who the auditors are and whether they're legit or not, I don't know, but that's something to consider. Now, CoinMarketCap has a similar list, but they're breaking it down by farm, and then they have a tab here that ranks the impermanent loss risk, unlike CoinGecko, which doesn't even include that. Now, CoinGecko does have an impermanent loss calculator, but so does CoinMarketCap. And just so you guys know what it is, when you're farming, you usually provide liquidity in a pair. So, you know, like the pair here, the most popular farm is the ETH against WBTC. This is on Ether on Uniswap. And, you know, most farms work in this way, that you provide a pair of assets, and if any of one of those assets change, let's say if asset 1 changes 10% and the other asset stays the same, you can experience an impermanent loss of 0.11%. Okay, less than a percent, but nevertheless it's something that you consider. You know, this one goes up 10%, this one goes up goes down 20 or something like that, you know, or goes up 50. You see what I'm saying? Play with this. And, you know, it's something to consider because sometimes when you're farming on these newer tokens, you know, they can swing in price drastically. So, you know, the volatility is high. So you can get in like a token like Pickle, for instance. When I was doing that, impermanent loss was high. I mean, I got in at 30, it boomed to 50, it dropped down to 15, it went back up to 30. So, I mean, that's a token asset that went up, you know, moved around 50%, while the other pair may have stayed around 5%. And you can see the impermanent loss could be, it's you know, it's something to consider. Okay, add that with the fees with Ether. Every time you perform a function, it's anywhere from $2 to $15, depending on what the difficulty is. And you know, you could do anything. It requires anywhere from 1 to 3 functions just to get into one of these plays. So I mean, and then out of them as well. So let's talk about these impermanent loss. So Uniswap, most of the farms in Uniswap, the impermanent loss is high, okay? Because if you, for instance, if you deposit ETH in WBTC and then Bitcoin goes up, but ETH didn't, you may end up pulling out more or less than you actually put in. You see what I'm saying? So I want to talk about the ones with zero impermanent loss. Curve is offering low impermanent loss with these pairs, but you could see this one, Harvest, really caught my attention as of late. They have over 300 million locked up in total value. They're based on Ethereum, and you can farm with just a single asset instead of a pair. So you can just put in USDT, USDC, Bitcoin, and then you are rewarded with farm and curve tokens. Now, the farm tokens, these harvest tokens, this is the governance. You can see the website, but you can also see the price of farm here is like $100 and something. Let it pull up. Drop a comment. Let me know you read me, guys. $128 there on Harvest Finance. It's up 13% today. So, and has a low circulating supply. 109,000 farms, so less than 1 million. Only 87 are circulating. And this one caught my attention. I haven't been doing much on Ether, and I was like, this one with zero impermanent loss. Maybe maybe I throw a bag at this. You can see the USDT offers 20%, 24% for USDC, 20% for Bitcoin, for wrapped Bitcoin. I have a little wrapped Bitcoin in my wallet. Maybe I take a stab at it. They also offer 22% for the DAI. I got DAI over there on XDAI chain. So, this one's definitely catching my attention. And one thing I've noticed, when you're farming with a single asset as opposed to a pair, it seems like impermanent loss is zero. So, there's a lot of that on Harvest. Okay, and we'll look at their website in just a moment. And then, going back to Sun, I've been talking about TRON or whatnot. And, TRON is another one that has zero impermanent loss farming. You could stake your TRX and receive Sun rewards with zero impermanent loss, currently about an 18% APY. Same thing with the Huobi token. Same thing with the US dollar token. Along with the Just tokens, BitTorrent, and USDJ, which is the stable coin on Tron. Look at this rate. Almost 50% APY for a stable coin. This is wild. Why would anyone have a bank or savings account at this rate? Why would anyone have a savings account when you could go get, over 10% on any stable coin? Puffin says, that's why stable coins are good liquidity providers, only one coin's volatility to worry about. Exactly. You're right. And going to Sushi, you can see all the farms on Sushi are high in permanent loss. And then YEARN is another one that offers zero impermanent loss because there's no pairs. It's just single assets. But listen, YEARN is good because you stake DAI and you receive DAI. You stake USDC, you get the reward types are solid coins as opposed to like Uni and Sushi and Farm and Curve. Like these are all governance tokens. I don't know why everybody's getting erect about these tokens. I'm not trying to hodl them, what's the point of these tokens? I guess something in the future, maybe they'll give you a cut or not. I don't know. But I'm just trying to get them and sell them. For now, at least. And then Curve is another one. So check this out. I'm going to link this. I think this is a good resource as compared to CoinGecko because it also shows you, whether it has impermanent loss. And it shows you clearly what your reward type is, unlike this, where you don't really know. It's obviously the asset, but, it's not as clearly defined. So, look at both of them. Does CoinMarketCap have a degen mode? Degen mode with the high APYs, the really risky ones? Let's see. Let me go back over here. Okay, yeah, they do. Highest APYs. Let's check that out. So right now you could stake. Oh, this thing's going wild. Hold on. On the UMA platform, you could stake USDC against YUSD and receive an APY of over 1,700 and get rewarded in UMA and Balancer. This one's definitely, and then it says impermanent loss is low. I don't have these coins. And, USDC is a stable coin, but my understanding is that blockchain, the USDC blockchain is not decentralized. Like your coins can get frozen. Like, if you play the wrong game, they can freeze an account. I don't know if this is true. Okay, guys, this is what I heard. Pickle, I was in Pickle for a while, mining with Pickle ETH, but that's high impermanent loss because Pickle is very volatile. This was all right. I ended up in profit mining Pickle. And it took me about $25 in fees to get out, but I still was up. So you could check these out. I'm not really interested in the high impermanent loss right now. It seems to me like things like BANKROLL right now, like as far as zero impermanent loss, BANKROLL has a lot of farms that are offering zero impermanent loss. And they're not even listed yet on any of these other places. So, so far to me, BANKROLL, like all these farms are zero impermanent loss. And I've already pulled out of them. I put in 0.008 Bitcoin here in this pool, and that's what I got available to me. I got 199 bankers. That's what's available to me. If the price goes up or down, I can still withdraw the same amount I put in. So, what's the site you use that shows the DeFi platforms on TRON? I think it was a DApp Radar. Let me pull that up. DApp Radar, DAPP Radar. There it is. Now on DApp Radar and stuff, it doesn't really talk about impermanent loss. So there you go. Good morning, America. Yo, champ, have you seen what Binance Chain is up to? No, I've seen some emails and some notifications, but they're always up to so much that I haven't stayed up to date. Wow, they got DSP. Look at DSP, made it to number 2. DSP's been moving. I'm gonna talk about DSP again. I enter another auction. Actually, I'm gonna stake on DSP today, in just a moment. But one thing has been caught. Let's go back to Harvest, because this is one on ETH that's offering 0 impermanent loss. And I was thinking of just throwing my WBTC in there. They're offering 20%. You get rewarded in Curve and Farm. Let me hit refresh. And connect my wallet. Yeah, because I have wrap. Yeah, I got like $180 of wrap BTC in here, and I was thinking of just staking it. Let me connect wallet. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, let's do that and let's try this out, because I haven't done anything on ETH for a while. So yeah, let's go ahead and 1 point, so that we can remember, is 1 point. I'm going to do 0.016 so I can remember it, okay? 0.016 on the Bitcoin, and I'm going to farm that to receive Curve and Farm. And let's see, they're offering 20%. So let's see how much it costs to even get into this. So deposit and stake. Deposit and stake. $2 to get into this thing. So let's just go ahead and, for the purpose of the video, confirm. And then hit refresh. TRON was trash to me and sketchy. I jumped off of that. DSP, I'm only doing 5-day stakes just to be safe. Yeah, I withdrawed out of TRON yesterday, TRON yesterday. I did end up with some, I ended up with a net gain, but it was kind of sketchy because when I withdrew, I ended up getting taxed 10% on the TRON, and that wasn't clear to me. Although I did make more TRON tokens or whatever, so I ended up with more than I put in. But yeah, it did seem a little weird, and so I just jumped out of that one too. I withdraw. I covered that yesterday. Good morning. And then DSP's looking good. DSP's looking good. I can't complain. I'm gonna move on to DSP in just a moment. Let me just knock out this Harvest Finance, guys. There you go. Confirm transaction on the Ether. Connect wallet, and I just deposited 0.016 Bitcoin, or I thought I deposited 0.016 Bitcoin. What's going on here? It says transaction approved. What's going on here, boomers? See, that's the thing with Ether. It takes freaking forever. I got to approve all this stuff. I mean, am I in or am I not? I just spent $2 on a transaction. What's going on here? 0.016. That's what I want to put into this farm. Deposit and stake. What is it going to charge me now? Another $50? Are you serious? $16? No. Forget about this thing. Forget about it. I'm sorry. See you later. I got $180 worth of wrapped BTC that I want to stake. They're charging me $16 to get into this play. So, forget about it. Punish, did you look into the pool I sent you? Yeah, I did live, but no, not any more than I did live. And really, honestly, when it costs $15, $10 to get into these Ether pools, forget about it. I'm not interested. Honestly, for that, I'll just buy the token, if anything. You know, if I feel like it's going to flip. But like, you know, why do I want to spend? I just spent $2 to approve this thing. And then I now they're trying to tax me $15 to deposit $180 to farm a token, to farm these two little baby tokens that, nah, forget about it. Guys, move on over to Tron. Stop playing games, guys. Come on, guys. Unless you're a whale that's dropping a Bitcoin on it, forget about it. I'm out of here. See you later, Harvest. Yeah, and let this be clear to everybody out there that's a dev and that's in the field. The fees are too damn high. Move it over to XDAI or move it over to Tron and stop playing games. Stop it already. Stop it. Stop it. You know, these pools are all too damn high. They all cost way too much. And like, if you want to do a $200 play, it's not worth paying $20 in fee. That's like 10% of your move. And then that's not only to get in, but to get out. Forget about it. You're wild. It's like a Harvest. You lost me. Yeah, zero impermanent loss, but you got to pay $20 to get in and out of the play. So you know what? Doesn't even make SharkTron look that bad when they charge you 10% of your TRX. Forget about it, guys. I'm moving on. Let's move on to Tron. Forget about Ether, guys. Forget about it. If you guys want to look, there, you know, here's the list where the, you know, the zero impermanent loss on Ether is, but for the long term, it's still good. I mean, for the long term, most of these projects, the token prices drop. Okay, for the long term, Uni's price has dropped. For the long term, Sushi's price has dropped. So I don't know. I mean, and honestly, these projects like Sushi or Uni, they haven't even been around long term, so we don't even know. I only farm on EOS and Tron because of fees, right? I mean, it's wild. I mean, I've done it, you know, and I've gotten into the Pickle. I've done some of the Uni. I've done a few of them. I've done a handful of Ethers already, and all of them have wild fees. Like, you know, wild. For that, I move on to, you know, to Tron, guys, or XDAI. Move it to XDAI because it's just like Ether. You know, $20 just to get into a play to see if maybe in the long run it will work. I mean, for that, I'll take a stab at SharkTron and I'll know by tomorrow whether it's booming or not. I mean, move on to Bankroll. Zero impermanent loss on all these farms. I don't got to worry about any of this. And this thing has been around since 2019 is my understanding. I'm getting nothing but good reviews of this Bankroll stuff. Now, you know, when it comes to SharkTron and the other Hexy types of ones, they're, you know, a little bit more in the not as trusted as other ones. But farm Bankroll, I mean, I haven't heard anything bad. Be honest with you. So let's get the update here. I got about $300 of liquidity there, and I've harvested. It'll tell you right now. It's taking a moment to load up all these farms. There it goes. I got 21 bankers available. It's about $8, and this is since Sunday with another $300. I've harvested 94. I mean, this thing is all right. I should add more liquidity. And again, I got the Bitcoin banker saver pool at 0.008 Bitcoin. I put it in there. No matter what the price change, it's going to stay the same. Okay, it's 0.008 is what I got, and the same thing with the banker. Whether the price goes up or down, I can pull out the same amount I put in. And then the same with this KLV banker saver pool. This thing had a higher APY at one point, but I believe that KLV dumped in price, but I still have 8,000 of them available to me. So let me claim all my rewards here. What's the price of banker, by the way? Last time I checked, it was like $36. If it's up, maybe I sell some of the banker or not. Maybe I should provide more liquidity. 39 cents. Not 39 bucks. 39 cents, excuse me. Yeah, I'm gonna claim all the rewards here. I'm just gonna keep letting it go. I'm not gonna add it. I'm just gonna claim rewards. Accept. Boom. Let's move over to the DSP because this thing is It's on DAP Radar as number 2 now. Look at that. DSP new. It's moving. So this thing has been on for a few days. Just like T2X and very similar to Hex. The divs, I haven't been able to claim anything, but look at this. My first stake has 3,000 TRXs div rewards. And this one is up in a few days. So I'm patiently waiting. I entered an auction yesterday. Let's see what I got out of it. I entered 3,000 TRX and I got 0.162 DSP per TRON. So let me collect this and let me start staking this bad boy. So far, like the payouts here look very promising. Now, again, I haven't collected them because the stake is still in progress, but it says that I have like 3,000 TRX to claim there. So if that's true, this stake I got in with 4,000 TRX. So if that's true, I'm almost like gotten back all the TRX plus I'm going to get back the DSP that I bought. So, I mean, I've almost doubled up on this one. Catching a dip and exiting is still the best move. Catching a dip and farming until the coin goes up and then exiting is the best. Yeah, I mean, you still got a time with the price or whatnot, you know, unless you want to hold these things long term. But I mean, I don't know. I don't see. I haven't been sold on holding any of these governance tokens long term. All right, so I claimed. Let's go back to the stake here. Hit refresh. As I get bat ads, you guys should be getting these bat ads. Let me click on it and make these bat tokens. I'm telling you guys, it's the name of the game is a little drip here, a little drip there, and you keep stacking little bits over here and little bits over there. You get $5, $10 from bat. You get another, I don't know, couple $100 from Banker, another one from T2X, another one from the Harvest, from the Pickle, from the Uni, and then you start adding them up, and you hold those tokens and they may even be worth more in a couple of months. I mean, so, it could easily, you can make gains exponentially quite easily before you know it, considering if the price goes up, obviously. Usually the FPY is high because the block rewards are high in the liquidity pool. You want to sell out before the mining rewards get lowered. That's when the prices seem to drop, says Dr. Puff and stuff. And he's providing a little insight into the tokenomics that he's seen. It's interesting. This whole thing, the tokenomics, the economics of these whole things are very interesting. And we're still in such a new type of industry that, I want to learn by actually getting in there, because you can't go to school and learn this stuff. DeFi is brand new. So let's see. I got a DSP balance of 532. Let's stake 530. Days to stake. Let's stake. It's 5-day increments that you should stake, says the stake and frequent asked questions. The reward day or the bonuses. The bonuses are based. Hold on. I think it's what is stake? How is the stake pool calculated? Where does it say something about the 5 days? Or is that only for TRON? I mean T2X. Every stake will get a bonus every 5 days. Stakes get two times interest on bonus days. Example, creating a stake on day 4 for 15 days gives this stake 3 bonus days. So every 5 days is a bonus day. So let's do, let's do 20 days here. Stake, kaboom. And there you go. This one so far, guys, I'm telling you, I got 3,000 TRX waiting for me. We'll see if I'm going to be able to collect them. I mean, I would assume yes. This seems to be the same exact contract as T2X. You can go over here and read the contract. It's public. It's, I'm assuming you could take this contract and make a whole platform on your own. It's open source. So you could read through the contract and see if it's funny bunny. But my understanding that it's legit is my understanding. I don't know if that's true or not. But it's out there. You could read it, and you could read the frequent asked questions. But 95% of all the TRON that enters the daily auction lobby is pooled and distributed back to the staker. So 95%. So let's see. I'm in waiting. progress waiting here to stake, and we'll see. Okay, here's the referral, guys. If you're interested in trying out this platform, you will earn an extra 5% minted DSP tokens on your auction lobby, and as the refers earn an extra 10%. So there it is. If you're interested on this one, check it out, the DeFi staking platform. And let's look at T2X, which is basically the same thing that's been around longer. And you could see the rewards, the dividend rewards are a lot less than I'm receiving. I got like 100 here, 100 compared to like DSP. It's like, what was it? Like thousands. Maybe because, you know, we got in so early. I got in on day 6. You know, right now we're still on day 10. With T2X, we're like on day almost 100. Okay. So let's look at, I have nothing to collect here. So, you know, I'm just waiting for stakes to end. So everything's looking good. You know, I'm not going to touch it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm excited about DSP, so I'm going to go ahead and enter another auction. Yesterday, I threw 4,000 on it. Today, I'll throw, what do I got here in my wallet? Let's throw 2,000 or 3,000 on it. Let's throw 2,500 on it. 2,500 TRON. How much is that? Enter the auction. That's what, about like $50 or something? I'll tell you exactly. $2,500 TRON, $66. So boom, I just entered DSP with another $66, and let's see, and keep an eye on that. Now T2X, should I enter another auction or whatnot? Let's see what the auctions have been paying out. My train of thought was, you know, since DSP has become popular, maybe it's taking a little bit of liquidity away from T2X, and maybe because of that, the rates for the T2X tokens are better, and you can see they kind of are. 2.76, 3.12 on the T2X per TRON on the recent auctions. What are they going for on JustSwap? .21. So 4.73 T2X per TRX. So yeah, it's way better over here. Get ready for V2X. Let's see. What's up with Axion, the new hex that they're about to... someone was dropping a comment. They're like, champ, don't sleep on Axion. It's going to be the new hex. Hex T2. Let me know. Is this going to be only on Ether? They're going to have their new chain or whatnot? They're, you know, I had some people telling me, because now Hex has evolved into Axion. And look, I'm going to be 1,000%. I didn't want anything to do with Hex. Okay. But I can recognize that Hex boomed, and not only did it do that, but it pretty much set it off for Uniswap. Okay, that, like, let's call it for what it is, guys. Come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I call it for what it did. I miss the Hex train? Yes, I did. Why? Because I said didn't want nothing to do with it. Okay, and that's it. Okay, we keep moving now. Keep an eye out. Don't look backwards. You may turn into stone. Look forward. Get some action for sure. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. Is this gonna be on Ether? Is this gonna be a new chain? Can I already use these Hex tokens? What's going on? Let me know more about this if you can. But yeah, Boomer, somebody was telling me, like, champ, don't slip on this one. And I gotta say that, you know, a lot of Boomers stopped by and they told me, champ, don't sleep. And then I would be like, listen, I'm not interested. I mean, I was never a hater, but I'd be like, I'm not interested. I was focused on other things. But, you know, You win some, you lose some. You're not going to catch everything, you know. But when you realize that you may have missed an opportunity, okay, boom, boom, you readjust the bag and keep moving forward, you know. Don't kick yourself in the ass either. But yeah, I was going to get into Harvest today, guys, but this thing, the fees are too damn high. I had a little wrapped Bitcoin here, 0.016 wrapped Bitcoin. And they were going to charge me, look at this, deposit and stake. Look at this thing. $15 they want to charge me just to deposit and stake. I'm good. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm good with that. Because then I got to lock this up and I got to make, not only do I got to make it all back, I'm going to have to make 15 times 2 because you know they're going to tax me another 15 on the way out. So forget about that. It's one thing that you really got to consider when you're getting into the, I mean, it could be an excellent APY, all this, but then you threw $100 at it and you just spent $20 in your fee and then you another $20 on the way out. Yeah, all this APY sounds sexy, but you got clapped on the fees. So, that being said, XDAI and TRON. Talking about XDAI, what's up with Honey? Is Niagara Gardner out here? Because this Honey thing. For me, the website's not working, says Punish ET. The DSP website has been getting so many hits that it's been periodically crashing because it's gotten so popular. It's number 2 now here on Tron DeFi DAP Radar. This thing, like, it's on day, what is it, day what? Not even day 10. Basically day 10 what? Yeah, day 10. Day 10. It's not even 2 weeks. Start farming on BNC, Binance Chain, cheap fees. I'll check them out. So yeah, see you later, Harvest Finance. Harvest Finance was gonna get my business because they were offering 0 impermanent loss. And again, if you're tuning in to find out what is the 0 impermanent loss, let me just tell you guys, bankroll on Tron. Okay, Sun is another one on Tron. Now, as far as Ether, Harvest offers 0 impermanent loss, and YEARN. Okay, the other ones are high on the impermanent loss. Curve is low on the impermanent loss, but nevertheless, it exists. So you got high, Uni's high, all the farms on Uni high, Curve low, Harvest, a lot of them are none because, you could farm with a single asset. I was about to throw the BTC in there, but they still, 0 impermanent loss, $20 fee, Sun, so this one's all right. You could farm TRX and receive Sun, 0 impermanent loss. You can farm Huobi token, receive Sun, 0 impermanent loss. Same with USDT. And I'll tell you this much, guys. If you're just a fiat guy, maybe staking some of these stable coins, receiving, look, Harvest 20% per year, 24%, 20%. How about USDJ on the USDJ pool paying 49%? And this is a stable coin. USDJ is basically like the DAI of Tron. You go on the Just Maker, that Just protocol that, you put up Tron and it creates USDJ. The same way that Maker creates DAI. But yeah, look at that, 49%. That's a stable coin, That's a stable coin. Who would use a bank right now when they're offering these types of rates? Sushi's high. And then, of course, you got YEARN. Seems like YEARN seems pretty legit. I'm not going to lie. But again, I would have to pay. If I wanted to put a DAI in here, I'd probably have to pay $10-15. So my conclusion is this. Ether is for whales. Okay? Because if you're going to spend $20 in and out of a play, whether it's even $10 in and out, you have to be moving an amount that's worth it. I mean, you don't want to move $200 and pay $20. That's pretty wild. Good Morning America says, been taking my nibbles and adding more liquidity and Banker. Yeah, so far Banker. I mean, and I'll tell you this, it's got pretty solid reviews. And if you look in the communities Banker's talked about. So, I mean, I'm going to keep my eyes on Banker. So far, Banker's hot. And then, you got your staking platforms, which is not so DeFi. This is more like Hex, like a smart contract staking. T2X and DSP are doing well. I provided the links for that as well. Where's my my bankroll link? But yeah, I'm pretty happy with bankroll. You can get rewards if devs do airdrop. Yeah, that's why I'm logging into all these things, because you never know who the next uni is and who the next airdropper will be. So I'm logging in, whether it be ETH or Bankroll or Tron or XDAI. And I've stated this before, guys. I'm not a crypto fanboy. To me, it's not whether you're on Tron or ETH or EOS, or it's like I use all of them. I don't care where the gain's at. Like, it doesn't have to be. I'm not married to any one of these. I don't know a developer in any of these blockchains. So, that's something to consider. On that note, guys, let me pass out some lemons over here on. I got 3 people on D Live. Let me slap some lemons on you guys. I added 50 to the chest, and let me share a sticker over here and dump some lemons on you guys. Click claim rewards, guys. Athlete with the 51 lemons. Crystozilla says there's no button today. That's weird. Sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes this little feature has a hiccup, I think. But anyhow, I mean, it's not like these lemons are worth much anyway. It's fun. So yeah, shout out to Athlete, and make sure you're following me over there on D Live. Everybody that's watching on YouTube, the link to D Live is down below in the description box. All right, guys. I think I've covered all the beats. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. But zero impermanent loss farms are covered here on CoinMarketCap. Harvest and YEARN are the ones that are on Ether. Sun.io offers some pools as well. That's on Tron. That's zero impermanent loss. And then Bankroll is another one that's not even listed here. So make sure you got an eye on that. And then the staking platforms are DSP and T2X. I'll leave everything. Well, let me just, leave all the links here. Well, I did already. But someone has to go through the chat box to find them. I'll put them in the comment section. The DSP, the T2X, and the Bankroll links if you guys are interested. I'll put that in the comment section in just a moment. Thanks, champ. Have a great day. To Gordy, Good Morning America, Crystozilla, and the rest of the Boomers Athlete. Stay strong out there, guys. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest, Champagne Crypto.